Hello, welcome to Kate's Plate Live. This is a live podcast of different things I think, say, like, and feel, and I need to fold some laundry. So why don't we get to chatting? My name is Kate. It's good to see ya. Trying to get my phone to kind of stand here. There we go. What's up? What's up? Can everybody hear me? Whoop. Whoop, whoop. How are we feeling? What are we up to today? I know how I feel. Like a fucking crazy clown. Crazy clown. Almost as crazy as these clowns. Almost. See, this is what happens when I don't put any tags on my videos. I don't have anybody. I hope everyone had a good Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, I hope everyone had a good Sunday. Happy Passover, all that. We had a pretty good Easter. We did little baskets. We are perpetually going to be 16 and 19-year-olds forever, I think, so. But let me tell you, spending $50 on an Easter basket of just like candy and pop and beef jerky, that's not happening again. They wanted $10 for freeze dried Skittles. $10? You fucking around? What is that? But I sucked it up and I just was like, Easter comes one time each year. Also, it's the only time in our family we get like chocolate. Well, hi everybody. I got 14 people in here. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you double tap the screen. Please like and subscribe. My name is Kate, and right now I am trying to distract myself while I'm doing laundry. So far, so good. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? What is your day like today? Oh, Sylvia's a big fan. Do you like Harley? You like the Joker? Yeah. Good, Sylvia. Yeah, man, I've had these I've had these little guys for like forever. Guys, I am in desperate need of a pop locket for my new phone. But like whenever that happens, never. Hello. Hi. Yeah. I've had Harley since for 10 years and I've had this guy since 2008. I bought him at Big Lots. Cool. Hi, 69. I like that name. That's a good number. That's a good number. Very cool. Yeah, man. Oh, I should just go get my phone stand. What am I thinking? Oh, man, I'm not thinking today. Like I said when I first started, I feel as crazy as these freaking clowns today. I'm just like, wooey wooey. Is this real? Yay! What is real today? I don't know. We're gonna just have to find out. What are you guys doing today? What time is it? Like 3:30? Oh, it's 4? Oh, okay. I've been waking up early. Too early for me, but I've been waking up early. Been just getting shit done. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you double tap the screen, like and subscribe to Kate's Plate Live. This is a live podcast of different things I think, say, like, and do. And if you like or say things as well, you're welcomed. Everyone's welcomed here. I don't know what you like to talk about, but please let me know. My name is Kate. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to have your company. If you have any topics you'd like to bring up, let's talk about it. Distractions are key today. And right now, I am just folding my laundry. Life is just laundry, guys. Life is just a cycle of laundry. There's more laundry, and then there's more laundry. And then you gotta do more laundry. Or you just start buying more clothes, and then you have more clothes. Either way, the cycle is real. Aw, Sylvia, we love you. Sylvia, thank you so much. That means, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you guys for being here. What do you guys want to talk about? What have I done today? Let's see. I live in an apartment. Maintenance came over and they fixed some oven stuff. I don't know. They changed out filters. I don't know. All my cats ran into the bedroom with me because they are afraid of people. I don't know how that happened, but that's just kind of where we are with my kitties. And then I made some coffee. Oh, I listened to one of the live streams that I follow. His name is Rich, and he does like a live stream music DJ chat thing. It's a fantastic, and it always like gets you in like a great mood, and like his music is just like really bumping, and like he does a great job with that. You play with your cats, that's right. How are your cats? My kitties they're doing good, but I gotta figure out a better like feeding schedule for them. I just feel like I'm just feeding them too much, or I don't know. So a few things about my week. Easter was really good. Last week I started applying for work. I haven't worked since October for a handful of reasons, but there's things to be done, and there's music to play, people to see. I ruined that. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. So you gotta get that gear. Thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate ya. And thank you everyone for stopping in. We're gonna be moving into my office shortly, but right now I'm just finishing up my laundry, and this is I guess my Harley cam. She'd love that, right? I could see her having like an OnlyFans situation, respectively. There we go. Get that paper. So I've been applying for jobs. just kind of looking towards the future, different things like that. It's been really good for me to like really get out of my head and start thinking about leaving the apartment. I don't talk about it a lot, but I have very high anxiety. I obviously suffer from depression. That's why I talk to strangers online. Not that I don't love you guys, but I mean, they kind of, sometimes they can go hand in hand. So, you know, winter gets kind of dark for me sometimes, so I'm just like trying to just like bring myself out of it. It's April, it's spring. It doesn't seem like the world is going to change at all anytime soon, so why don't we change ourselves, you know? Hi, Kenny. It's good to see you, Kenny. Thank you for stopping in. I'm about to head into my office here shortly, but I wanted to get, I need to do some laundry, so I had to just get it done. How are you, Kenny? How's your day? What's my favorite song? 1999 by Prince is my favorite song. I would say like my most like recent favorite song. Oh man. Well, I really got into Midnight Sun by Zara Larsson. Like 2 weeks ago. I really got into her, but I wouldn't say that's like my favorite. It's just kind of just like poppy and stuff. I would say, I really like Tame Impala, that band. I think he's from New Zealand. He's gonna be Djo, or Joe, I guess. I call it Djo because I do my own thing, but Djo's gonna be touring with him, and not for nothing, but I'd love to see them in concert. I love Djo, and I love Tame Impala. So that song Dracula, that's a good one. And then I would say my favorite Djo song would probably be Gloom from his second album, which is called Decide. And that has End of the Beginning, which is like his most famous song now. But that's one of my top 5 favorite albums ever is Decide by Joe. Came out in like 22. And I love all of the songs. The one song I don't like the most is the one that like hit so big, and I thought that was so ironic. I was like, that's exactly the type of music I like. That's good, Kenny. Do you try to do a morning walk every day? It's so great for your body it's just so good to walk. Just the physicality of it. What kind of music do you like, Sylvia? All right, everybody, grab onto something. We're gonna be flying away. Whoosh! There's my Stranger Things pops. They're safe there. They'll always be safe there. Look at the Demogorgon. And then I did a short about this guy. Awesome. All right. Travel with me. We're going to my office. 2 walks today. Cool. Is that a choice that you made or something that is just best for your health? I mean, if you feel like sharing, no. I'm not going to be like, well, and how? Tell me all your medical history. I walk and ride my bike. I would love to ride a bike. I haven't been on a bike in so long. Okay. Bear with me, everybody. I'm trying to get my stand up. Hey, everybody. So this is my first time here at the Chuckle Hut. What do you guys think about airline food? I mean, if anyone's flying now, right? Nowadays, da Anyway, what's up with this whole conspiracy gate thing? Sorry, guys. I don't know if I stayed up too late last night or I woke up too early, but I am in a mood. Nice. It's a good. It's a good choice. I did a lot of walking. I did a lot of exercising. About like 8 years ago, I would run 3 times. I would run 3 times a week in the gym. I would take walks constantly. But then when we moved, well, it's kind of like a lot of things. But and like during the pandemic, I just stopped going to the gym. Um, can't really tell you if it was just because like of germs or if I was like worried about that kind of mess or I don't really know. But I just kind of like stopped. Well, I have like my own personal theories about what happened, but why I stopped like working out and stuff, but I miss it. I want to go back to it. And everybody has enough time in the day to work out or walk or do something good for your health. It's just we just tell ourselves that but some people they just don't have a choice, and some people they make it like such a part of their life that they can um be physical and be active, and I like I respect the heck out of people that do that. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for being here. I wasn't really sure if I was gonna go live today, but like I said, I had things I just needed to get done. Trying to figure out I'm still trying to figure this out, but here I am. Um, so a couple updates. So like I said, I've been applying for jobs. I've been looking for work. I have been looking into different plans for the future. And that's been like really invigorating for me. It's been really important for me to um, set myself up for this because it's always good to feel great when you're making a life change. You don't have to feel like someone is making that decision for you. Also, something else I wanted to talk about, and I wasn't sure if I was going to bring it up or not, but I want to because it's important to me. So, last week I was trying to do one short a day and one live stream a day. At least 1 hour, one short a day, one live stream a day. I got really far into what I was doing. I think I made it to day 5, but I just got completely flummoxed and I just started running out of content and ideas and things like that. Because I don't put a lot of thought into this stuff because I like it off the cusp. So I want to keep it as genuine and as live stream and as just like a broadcast as I can. So when I have to come up with like what am I going to talk about today or like I started to get really frustrated with myself, and so I only did 5 days out of 7. You know what? That's okay because this was my first time making this challenge for myself, and the fact that I got 5, that's great. And my shorts really did well. My short with Lil did really good, and my Joker and my food. So I was still very proud of myself that I was able to see the progress, and my channel got more subscribers, and I got likes and the interaction. So I was happy to see that. But if I do this type of challenge again, I'm gonna have to come up with stuff. I'm just gonna have to come up with stuff that I just can go with. I will say that like Easter on Sunday and getting Easter stuff ready and prepared for the holiday, that kind of took a little bit of me away from my challenge as well. Because I think I forgot that Easter was Sunday when I started. But in the future, if I try to do it again, I definitely need material. I definitely want to be able to have more conversations and live streams. But I just also want to say everyone that was there, that was in my shorts and my live streams and supporting me. Thank you guys so much. I reached my goal. I already reached my goal for the month. So now I've like increased that just like little by little. So everything helps. Every like, every stream, every subscribe, every comment. Even if I had people be like, oh, I'm not sure, oh, like I don't like fish, or like that doesn't look like you cook your fish very well done. Even those type of comments, I appreciate all the feedback. I'm not a perfect cook, not a perfect person by any means, but I do appreciate when people have things to say that can encourage me and make me, give me the empowerment to be able to do better, to change, and to live better. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for that. Ugh. Sylvia, Kate, are you happy? Yes, happy, yes. Every single day, uh, right now, I'm very concerned about things. So I believe that if you're sick and tired of the world, create your own, do your own thing, get away from it for a while and just do what you want to do. So live streaming and shorts and cooking and stuff like that, that really helps me like separate my anxiety and my depression. So every time you guys join me and every time I'm able to do this, it increases my happiness and my joy because it decreases how I feel about things that I can't control. I have no hands in these situations. I just have to just do what I can do, and that's create, and that's be here with you guys. But in general, I would say all right, guys, I'm going to try to get some music here in a second. I'm just going through and um, adding some tags and everything. Because that always helps with these streams. Whenever I just go in here raw dogging it, if you will, don't get anywhere. I don't know how long I'll be here today, because I still got things I gotta be doing. Excuse me. Do 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 da 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 da. I'm happy when I sing. I like when I sing. I'm happy. Singing always makes me happy. Oh, Sylvia, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Sylvia, you please come by anytime. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm just going to take it stream by stream now. Like when I want to, when I need to, when I need to clear my head. I think for me, that's just going to be the way it goes.
Battery 20%. Connected to VASK.
All right, Sylvia, bye. Have a good day. Take care and stay safe out there, all right? And tell the kitties I say hi. Hey, Kenny, thank you for stopping in, man. So, Kenny, did you and your church do anything special for Easter? I remember Easter being big time in church, obviously, but that's when a lot of like newer people or people with families would come. I know, like, I knew a mom that was like every Easter, the only thing she wanted from her kids is just come to church with me. I'm a very fond memory of so I started going to church in 2009, and I have a very fond memory of my first Easter with that church. I had bought a new dress, I got new shoes, I got the whole Easter thing going on, and I was watching my cousin Vinny on TV like before church. I don't know, whatever, and then eating like these little mozzarella bites that I had in like for breakfast, I guess. I don't know, but the reason that memory sticks out to me is because it was like a really fun day of. I got my first Bible that day and stuff like that. Oh man, that stinks. But that's okay. Everybody does their own thing. We just stayed home. I made a stuffed chicken meal. It's like stuffed chicken with like spinach and cheese in the middle, with some like lemony rice and some zucchini, and then I made some green bean casserole because it's my go-to casserole I make for every holiday. And then you guys remember those little brown and serve rolls that you get at like Kroger or whatever regional grocery store you have for like $1, and they're just the most little gluten little white bread little rolls, and you just put them in the oven for like 10 minutes and they just like get brown and warm. Those are still hands down the best rolls. I asked my husband though, I was like, how much did you pay for them this time around? He's like, I think they were like $1.50, and I almost chunked it out the window. I was like, $1.50? Those babies used to be 50 cents when I was little. 50 cents for 12. Times they are changed. You guys probably missed, but when I first got on here, I was talking about Easter, and Jeff and I do Easter. Jeff's my husband. We do Easter baskets because we're gonna be perpetually teenagers. I think that's what we decided. So I went out on Sunday, Easter Sunday, to go get things for a basket, right? Because I just ran out of time this weekend. And so I go, and maybe it's because I went to CVS. Maybe it was because, I don't know. Everything at CVS is like $1 to $1.50 more, depending on what it is. But like they wanted like $10 for like freeze dried Skittles, and I just was like, no way. So I ended up getting just like the bare minimum of what I thought I could afford. $50. I walked out of there, candy, soda, some beef jerky, $50. And I just was like, well, that could have just filled up my tank. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, it couldn't. So I just was like, you know what? Next time I'm the present for Easter. I'm just going to be the Easter. I'm going to put myself in the Easter basket because at least I am worth $50 and more. I'm obviously priceless. But I can't do that anymore. Who's going to put $50 on a credit card for candy? Whew. Thank you for listening to Kate's Plate Live rants. Why, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce that, sir, and I won't try. But thank you, sir. I'm going to call you F9C because that's at the end of the name. If you have any way to help me pronounce your name, please let me know in chat. Also, thank you so much for everyone being here. I appreciate your time. Thank you for all the likes. If you haven't liked yet, please double tap. If you like what you see, you'd like to follow me. I like to spend a lot of time here in my office. The light is a new addition. And some people say that is the proverbial plate on the wall. Yes, that is Kate's plate, if you were curious. But I also like to make food and just like to have a general chat. We like to talk about pop culture, ask me anything, what's on your mind. I'm not a prude, just don't be rude. And just enjoy ourselves, listen to some music. I want this to be a safe space. I like to create when I feel like I'm not in a good place. I like to create, and this is how I do it. So thank you so much, and I appreciate your comment. It's very kind. I have been really interested in talk radio and AM radio for a long time. Um, my dad would pick me up from a lot of practice. Like I was a singer when I was a kid, so choir practice, theater practice, art club, stuff like that. And every time we were in the truck together, we'd be listening to some type of talk radio. So I really got my inspiration for this podcast from listening to that type of radio broadcast. And I've always really enjoyed people that can articulate well and can really get their point across. Now, sometimes if you watch it late at night and I have been drinking, then no, it's but I try not to do that anymore. The drinking part and the live streaming while drinking part, it's just this is so much better. This is such a better time. I started my podcast in 2021. There was a celebrity that passed away, and it was very shocking for me. And I was also processing a lot of other things that had happened like 6 months ago. So I kind of fell into this really dark place. I was staying up at night. I was watching all of their content on YouTube that I had missed for all these years because I honestly just forgot about them. And um, I was watching this movie called Saint Maud. It's a scary movie. It's a horror movie. It's really more like a dark character study. And there's this mythology and this idea in the movie never to waste your pain, whatever pain you're going through. Don't waste that feeling. Like what if you waste your pain? Then like what was it all for? So I decided I was like, you know what? Everyone has a podcast. Everybody live streams. Why not me? Okay, if everyone else does it, I want to do it too. I wanted to do it, so I jumped in there. And then I did a podcast for about a year, but I had very limited amount of time to do the auto recordings. So in this summer of last year, I started really getting into the live streaming community. And in September, I started my own live streams, and that's kind of where we have been so far. And I've gained subscribers, likes. I've met really awesome people. The live streaming community is a really good one to become a part of. A lot of people are supportive. We all want the best for each other. We all support each other's streams. And so it's funny. It's like all the grief that I had, and I don't think I've ever thought about this, but all the grief that I had over loss has brought me so much. I've gained so much more. And it's so beautiful. Kenny says you're betting yourself so you can find someone special in my life. Oh, I remember we talked about that. Or maybe I don't think it was on Miss Shelley's stream, but I remember we talked about that. That's fantastic, Kenny. That is a step in every direction. And while you make those steps in a goal to find someone and have someone, you're bettering yourself for yourself as well. It's like the the progress you're going to make is going to be just like astronomical. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for stopping back in. I have just had it. I think I've just had it with YouTube and their for some reason today, you know how sometimes YouTube, they'll change things up once in a while. They'll make the boxes bigger. They'll make the text, whatever. Just, it makes it hard to find, like, your most recent subscriptions, like, whoever's, like, uploaded. Well, they're doing that today, and it's so annoying. They get... All right, everybody, shout out a color. We'll turn the, we'll go ahead and let's keep it blue for right now for, isn't it, it's Autism Month, which is, I've seen some beautiful celebrations this month. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. That's very sweet of you. Aw. Yeah, I have pictures out there. I'm not good on video. I'm okay in pictures, but I'm not good in video. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me blush. Oh, sweet. One day I'll put my face on camera. One day. Like when I dye my hair and dye my hair. I'm just kidding. Kenny, YouTube is on a tear. I don't know what is going on. I mean, like, some channels that I watch, like, they have just had it. They're like, I'm moving platforms. I'm not, like, these are, like, monetized channels. I'm not making money. They're taking way too much. They take 40, 50% of any super chat or anything you send in. And it's just like, for what? For you guys to keep messing us over and moving subscriptions around and doing, like, the strangest stuff over the weekend. Was it this weekend or the weekend before? There's a channel that I follow because they do updates of a radio show. It's not a radio show, but it's not like a Sirius XM show. And for some reason, over the weekend, all of their user pictures and all of their videos just happened to turn into, let me say, X-rated content, if I may. And you know you can't put that mess on YouTube. You can't do that. And I just was like, how in the world did he get away with that in the first place? I honestly don't think he did it on purpose. It felt like somebody got into his account and hacked it. Because he does not seem like that type of person. And now his channel is completely gone. And this guy had racked up years of gaming and broadcasts and just, you know, stuff you just can't really get back. So, no, they're on a tear. I don't know. They just got so big for their own britches. It just... Yeah, me either, Kenny. I mean, if I get that many subscribers, sure, okay. But also for me, the freedom to create, I would never want any money to come across that. Because anytime you have money involved, censorship comes. Not that I'm like a real like edgy person or anything, but whenever you feel like somebody sent me $1.99, like, okay, well I gotta, you know, in my mind, and this kind of just comes from because I watch so many YouTubers that are monetized. In my mind, I'm just like, then you start really, instead of making content for you and your audience, your content is dictated by the audience, and then you get to make it. And I never want to be in that position. I think you feel the same, Kenny. We just kind of want... We want to stay in our lane of YouTubers with gaming and with me doing live stuff. Because that world just seems like a whole bunch of mess. And for anyone who is monetized and you guys work hard... Like I said, I tried to do 7 days of a live stream for 1 hour a day. By day 5, not only did I lose, I didn't know what content to talk about. I had like a mini breakdown. Like, just like, I don't know what to talk about on live stream. Happened before, may happen again. That video has been deleted. But I just wish they would make it easier for people who, this is, some people, monetization, that is their entire livelihood, pay the bills, feed the kids, you know, all of that. Thank you, Sylvia. You guys are so nice today. I appreciate you guys for being here. Like I said, this morning was a little bit rough. Today for dinner, I am making barbecue meatloaves with shingle potatoes. They're just, you just cut potatoes and put them on an oven, or oven, what? A tray, and then they just, like, they cook in a certain way, that way, I guess. And then broccoli. I'm excited. It sounds good. So, most of the meals that I take pictures of are HelloFresh meals. And I have been a customer of HelloFresh for 6 years. And for me and my family, for some families it can be really expensive, but because it's just 2 servings, it's so much easier for us to do that than just try to get groceries and try to figure out what to make. And it's also, it's my hobby. I love to cook, so any different cuisines and recipes, stuff like that. And I'm usually, like, really excited for my HelloFresh boxes and everything. Today they gave me no recipe cards. And I just was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to figure this out on my own. I know, first world problems to complain about, but I just was like, ah. You know, one thing that, and this is like a really strange thing to, like, it's a strange concept and thing to bring up, but I see it constantly in certain channels that I watch. And before I start this, I know someone's going to be like, well, you just sound rude then. You just sound like like, I'm not. Not rude. I'm not extendingly nice. I like to be kind and considerate and thoughtful and generous. But whenever you have a YouTuber that constantly says, I'm sorry for making a mistake, can't do it. I can't do it. Like, you made a mistake, one mistake on your video, and you just have to, like, stop everything and just be like, I'm so sorry, people. I made a mistake. I'm not a computer. I happen to be human who farts and takes showers and cries and gets bad takeout, you know. I just feel like that goes with, like, when people start to pay you to make stuff online, then you feel like you're obligated to serve the audience instead of have the audience come to you. And that always just drives me nuts. If I ever made a huge mistake, which I have, I would absolutely apologize and wish that I could say the apology to the people that I hurt, upset, or anything like that. If I hurt feelings, if I was rude, anything like that, which I have. But when you make, like, a mistake, a typo in, like, a graph, and you're just like, I'm so sorry. I missed one number. Okay. It gets on my nerves so bad. Because I just, like, why would, like, just don't point stuff out like that. Just, I don't know. But that's me. That's my hot take. That's Kate's hot take. What are you gonna do? What kind of hot takes do you guys have? Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you double tap the screen. If you like what you see, you'd like to follow me, please subscribe. If you have questions, go ahead and ask. I'm not a prude, just don't be rude. We can talk about almost anything here. Almost. Do not ask me for the last 4 numbers of my soch. Which are 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just kidding. That's the first 4 numbers. Is everybody watching the space stuff? I think the space stuff is awesome. Hi, Sherry. Hello. It's good to see you. I'm doing well today. I woke up kind of early and kind of like in a weird place, but then I had some coffee and I got some stuff done, and I thought I'd hop on here and talk to you guys. And I'm a big fan of believing in creating things, and if you need to step away from something for a while, create your own thing. Color, write songs, poetry, live stream. I've been really enjoying it. I'm a real big sucker for that stuff because my grandma was really into the Apollo space program in the 60s, and Apollo 13, like I went to go see that in the theater when the movie came out. So it's just been so beautiful for me. I also have like a really soft heart. So anytime anything's like overly beautifully emotional, I'm just like, that's what I need right now. This is so nice. Sylvia, what color? See, the thing about that, you know what? I need to download this app for my pad, my tablet. There's an app that you can make it um like tons of different colors, different styles, all of it. But the app is on my phone, see, and I'm using my phone to record, see, so it's hard to get in there without like stopping and putting you guys in the Pokemon Bowl. Ugh. Ugh. Happy, yes. Sleepy, yes. Hungry, kind of. Annoyed. I burnt the top of my mouth over the weekend, or I did something to it. And so every time I like, ugh, it's been annoying. But just, keeping it real. Started watching Daredevil again. We watched episode 2 last night of the new season. I've been a big Daredevil fan for a while. It's nice to see him back in action. I love that character. It's a great story. I'm actually wearing my Defender shirts right now. The future looks bright for the Defenders. Ooh, Kenny. Ooh, that's a quick turnaround. My husband goes to work earlier now, so every time he wakes up, sometimes I can go back to bed, but today we had maintenance come over, and all my cats just like ran into the bedroom with me, and I was like, okay, I'm awake. Yeah, Kenny. I know, there's a lot on my mind. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Sylvia, what does that mean? Buried my tug? Buried my tug. I'm lost. Help. It's really nice out today. It's sunny. Oh man, Kenny, I'm sorry about your back. That mess can be difficult. Can't sit up, can't lay down. Oh, I'm so sorry. How long have you been going through that? Is that something new or? Got it. I'm also a terrible speller, just in general. Oh, here's a fun story. Okay, I can talk about this. Kenny, a couple days. Oh man, I'm sorry. Do you think you pulled it or just what happens sometimes? Okay, so it was 5th grade, and it was the 5th grade spelling bee, and I was not a part of it because again, I can't spell. I think I misspelled the word raisin, and I got out of the opportunity. I don't know. So the first girl goes up there, 5th grader. First girl goes up there, and the first word is dog. Okay, dog. Woof woof. Rawr, dog. This girl goes ahead and spells the word God. God, which is dog backwards. Now, I don't know if it was because she was the first person up, or she was so nervous, or because it was God and it was a very religious, conservative Christian elementary school, but everybody in the audience laughed. At first they laughed at her, but then I think they just laughed at the whole thing. And then she got to go again with the new word, and she spelled that one correctly. So I don't know if that's not pandering, I don't know what is. But that has always stuck with me as there are no rules. There are no rules. And this was over 25 years ago. Oh, you hurt your tongue with hot... Oh! Ouchie pouchy. But seriously, right? Come on. Please. Let's... Obviously, she was nervous, right? I mean, unless she's that just illiterate. But she wasn't, because she got to the spelling bee final. She probably had to probably spell a word like complete or something to get in. And then she can't spell dog. Oh man, I wonder what she's doing in life. After that moment, she must have had this false sense of superior. Well, yeah, she did. I knew her the rest of school. But I just wonder how she feels about that now. Everybody gets a second chance if you accidentally mess up. Everybody gets a participation trophy. I know, Sylvia. See, she should have been kicked out. Ooh, the politics behind that, though. Everybody would be just... It was a small town, so it's like not a lot of stuff goes on. But that kind of stuff, that would be like headline news. Can't stand people like that, right, Sylvia? Just like, I don't know. I've never gotten that type of fair shake. Well, I guess maybe. But I... Blech. You know, and now it's like you don't need to learn how to spell. Everything's on the computer for you. If you got a little red mark, you know you messed up. That is not a good world. I think it was a better world when we learned things on our own. But I don't know. I'm just a millennial with a talk show. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to take you guys into the kitchen and start working on dinner. I just have to put my little meatloaves together, that's all. Thank you, Sylvia. Well, Sylvia, I'm so happy I hopped on. I had to do a boring task like laundry, and now I'm getting all these compliments. Oh my gosh, I'm blushing. What time is it? It's 5? Okay. I gotta take the trash out, but I don't see it. I don't know, man. I don't know about that dog. Kenny, you have your mom make dinner? That's so awesome. That is so beautiful. I can't remember the last time someone made me dinner. Now, Jeff will make a casserole sometimes, but that's beautiful. My mom would have dinner done at like 4:30. I was like, what? Okay. What games do I like? Well, let's see. I am not much of a gamer, but I do game. My husband is a certified gamer and loves card game, like online card games, on role play games, building games, stuff like all horror games. My favorite game is Mortal Kombat. I just love it. I remember watching my brother play it on his Windows 95 when I was little, and it just is like has a really special place in my heart. Now, I will say that the Mortal Kombat I have for my PS5 right now, I don't like it, unfortunately. I loved Mortal Kombat 10 so much better. But I'm trying... Okay, that's I was just gonna lie. I was gonna say, well, I'm trying to get... No, I haven't played that in, like, months because I don't like the new format. So I said I have a PS5. There was a game that was on the console when we got it called Astro Bot. And so we downloaded the rest of that game, and it's just kind of like think of like a Mario coin game with like a little robot, and you find his little robot friends in the galaxy. It's really fun, mindless. Actually, though, I'll be honest, right now, I am having such a hard time getting past some of the levels on Astrobot because I guess I just have to keep going, but it's just so much better when it's fun and not complicated. That's awesome. Kenny, as someone who's lost their parents, I think that's beautiful that you are still staying very close to your family. I unfortunately am not. So whenever I see people closer to family, I'm always so respectful of that and just always be grateful and generous for all the time you guys have, because it is a magical, wonderful miracle of a thing to have in this life. Never take it for granted. Kenny, he doesn't really like Call of Duty so much. I think has dabbled in like Halo. Um, but a lot of the games he plays are more general, like strategic, StarCraft, Diablo, kind of like in the Blizzard game world. But some of them are like real old school card games too. That's wonderful, Kenny. Go give her a hug for me when you see her, or however you guys share affection, because it's a blessing. And I'm not even 40 yet, and I lost my mom 2 years ago. My dad's been gone for 10. You know, I don't dwell. You know, it's taken me a long time to get over my mom. I try not to dwell. I just try to think of the good things and the good memories now. I So back to gaming. I I like this. I play Sims 4 on my PS5. Um, when I can remember, because I never remember I have that game. Um, I like a racing game once in a while. Um, I love. I enjoy first shooter games, but I have a heck of a time on the Call of Duties, and I know this sounds strange, but anytime I have to use both of my controllers, like one of my controller is up and down and one of them's left and right, I can't. I don't know where to shoot. I can't find my opponents. I can't. I usually just end up like shooting at a wall. And those are pretty much like all my PS5 games. And then I would say the one game that I play online the most consistently is Heroes of the Storm. But I don't play PvP because I'm not that good, and I those people scare me. So I just stay with the AI. Like we have our team, and then we have go against the AI team. I I like Sims, but I get so bored because I don't I don't like I don't build a lot. I've never built my own Sims house. I've just like inherited one and then like have characters come in and out. Um I just recently moved one of my characters out of the house into another house. Um it was the tackiest looking Victorian house you've ever seen. Um because I didn't like her with she was in a couple with my original house of people, and I was done with their relationship, so I just kicked her out. I was hoping the Grim Reaper would come and get her, because that is some fun stuff. Like, I love when a character's like looking out and like looking at meteors, or uh like observing the sky, and there's like a meteor coming for them and they can't outrun it, and then like the Grim Reaper comes. Sometimes he's just hysterical. My favorite part is one time I had a character die in the game, and everybody was mourning, like, you know, how they do. And the Grim Reaper just went over to the music box, like the radio, and just turned it up. I was like, that's hysterical. If I could be competitive in gaming, then I think I would do PvP too. Now, I would say about 10, 12 years ago, I was into WoW. I had a human hunter character named Jaina, and I got her up to level 100 on my own. And then when they did some kind of expansion, yada yada, like you would automatically go up to like 120. And we would do battlegrounds, and I did okay. I do think that there's some people that like to game just for fun, and then there are people who like are really, really good at it because they're strategic, tactical, like they know how to work in groups with people. Um, and sometimes for gals in the gaming world, it can be a little bit apprehensive. I don't want someone to tell me I suck and to go to the kitchen. Like that's not fun for me. I mean, I like to go to the kitchen and I like to eat and I like to make dinner, but not because you're poning me. I tried to play League of Legends for a while. That community is just not suited for me. But I would say, like, if I could get into any game, um, I would be interested in getting into like text-based role play games. Um, with like you have like certain triggers and like it's like not visual. It's just kind of like it's a lot of just like character interaction. Um, if I could ever figure out my prompts at all, that was my biggest problem. There are a couple of games on my PS5 that I still want to try, and we haven't really looked into them. There's this game you play with someone else, and the story of the game is like they're a couple kind of like hitting a bad place in their relationship, and they go to the jungle and they have to survive together. So it's like that you do puzzles, I think, and like you have to work together to get to different levels and stuff. And I downloaded that for me and Jeff to do something together. But she's been working so much, we just don't have time to game. Like for his brain, gaming is like extremely like interactive, and like it's not something that will like lull him into bed or like to sleep, but like watching a TV show is like so much better for that. For me, I can game and go to bed. Like it doesn't trigger anything in my head that's like too active for me to sleep. So whenever we get the time, I'd love to start that game because it looks really fun. I know, Kenny. I saw that you posted a couple of maybe yesterday, 2 days ago. I still need to go through your channel and watch more. I don't have any. I've just been running out of time with all the new stuff I'm doing and applying for jobs and like just the fact that I can just like stream for a little bit. It's just been nice. I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram that found my channel and was like, "Hey, I would love if you ever have any time, I'd love you to do like a profile on my channel on your live stream." And I've told this kid, I was like, "Yeah, man. Y'all do it totally." I just got to like schedule these things. Yogurt, what flavor? I like the yogurts you can mix the things in, like it's a yogurt, but then they have like chocolate chips and because at first you're eating something semi-healthy like yogurt, and then now you're eating s'mores yogurt. It is 5:07 Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America. Tuesday. Do you know where your yogurt is? Just kidding. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been wonderful to have your company. I had about 14 people in here when I first started streaming, but they didn't know what was going on. They were just like, "Who's this Harley?" Alright, let me go into the kitchen and see what I need to move around. And let's go stream in there. So I'll be right back. I'll be back. I'm still here. 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 What can we look at out here while I make dinner and talk really loud? Let's see. If I get anything else from Amazon, that's what I should be live streaming. Taking out the freaking trash. Okay. Okay. Got this. Hey. Up. My gosh, it's the return of the magical water pitcher. You guys! Alright, we got flower cam here. I got these flowers for Easter. How beautiful. Flower cam. Hope no one's allergic. Just kidding. You can't get allergies through a screen. Not yet. Okay, let's do this thing. We're going to preheat this oven. To something. Yep, got it. 425. So far, I have my shingle potatoes. Very cool. And then now I'm going to be working on my meatloafs. I got my meat hanging out here, chilling. But first, before I make the little meatloafs, I gotta cook the potatoes for 10 minutes in the oven. While we do that, who wants to see my chocolate Easter haul? Let me show you $50 of candy. All right. All right, everybody having a good time? We're killing it, right? All right, let's bring out some tunes. You might not be able to hear it, but... Brought my pad out. A wise friend of mine once told me you need to have multiple devices to stream, and boy, was he ever right. Okay. All right, so I got this for Jeff. Sour Patch Bites. They're like, just imagine like the heads of little Sour Patch Kids. I guess they're not heads. These guys. Got that. And then I got this for Jeff. They're Energy Burst. 15 milligrams of caffeine per bag. They're like these little gummies. I thought that was cool. Kenny, what'd you have for dinner? All right, so Jeff got me a standard classic. There's a scene in the show called Stranger Things, season 3, episode 4, when Mike and Elle they have broken up somehow, some way, and Mike is trying to win her back. So Mike goes up to Elle and says, "So, does your species like M&Ms?" Go boom. Now they had like classic M&Ms. Peanut or nothing. Peanut or nothing. Hamburger and tater tots. That sounds delicious. Oh my gosh. All right. So Jeff got me these little bunnies. Again, I don't even like chocolate that much. So this amount of chocolate is going to last for a while. I put it in my freezer. And then we cracked open these puppies last night. Neapolitan. I always feel bad for the vanilla. No one ever goes for vanilla. We always just go for strawberry first and chocolate. They're good. I got Jeff some of these, classic. Gotta have them. Ugh. And then Jeff got me these guys because I love the cream inside here, but it's way too much chocolate. And so what I usually do if I get like a regular size one, I'll crack it open, dip out all the filling, and give Jeff the chocolate. Am I proud of my actions? Not really. Is it delicious? Yes. So when you have the little ones, you don't have to worry about so much chocolate, because who wants to deal with chocolate? All right. This guy. It's not one of my favorites, but I like it. And then, I don't know if you guys have ever had marzipan or know what marzipan is. It's not an almond paste because there's a difference in consistency with the powdered sugar. But marzipan is just like this almond tasting, almost like an amaretto cherry, just so delicious. It has a great texture. You can use marzipan to do like little decorations on cake. It's not fondant, but it's like in this, it's not the same family, but it's workable and you can mold with it. So we discovered this a few years ago and I love these. They're so good. So I saw it and I was like, well, I know it's for someone else's basket, but we're going to share. And that much chocolate, it will last us for months. Also, again, if you're new to the stream, I am not paying $50 for frickin' candy ever again. What kind of crazy? Crazy. Flower cam's so nice. Look at that. I know the leaves are a little bit wank, but Look at the spinning flowers. Everything is okay with the world with the spinning flowers. Everyone's all right. Everyone is fine. Look how happy that carnation is. And that rose. Is that a sunflower I see? Sylvia, this. Yeah, I need to do, we need to do a flower cam more often, huh? I'm going to do flower cam and ASMR, you guys. Everything is okay. 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 Everything is okay. Just kidding. I don't know how to ASMR. Yeah, so I totally forgot that I had to preheat the oven before I put it in. So now we're just going to hang out in the living room. That's going to be cool, right? Feeling it. Oh, I want to show you this candle. So there's this company where I live, downtown, that they make these beautiful candles. Simple, just, just white. But look at it's Snickerdoodle. How cool. I've never seen a Snickerdoodle candle before. So what they do, if you save the jar, they will fill it up for you when you bring it back. I thought that was awesome. So we just went through our ginger ale candle, and I saved the jar for that one. And then we're not really sure if it has to be the same type of fragrance from before, or if we could do something different. I'd be very interested to see what kind of like summer fragrances they have. If they happen to have like a rose, that would be awesome. I love rose. It's my birth flower. Too much rose is not good though. It's true. As Outcast says, sometimes a little bit too much rose smells like poop. I mean, unless they're supposed to be ironic. But I always thought they were like telling the truth, but ever the perfectionist. No. How's everyone doing today? It's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. This is Kate's Plate Live. This is a live stream podcast of different things I think, say, like, and do. If you think things, if you like to say things, if you have thoughts, you are welcomed here. Everyone is welcomed here. I don't know what you love to talk about, but right now I'm just making dinner. Thank you for joining me on my flower camera cam. Right now I'm going to be popping in some potatoes and get my little meatloafs ready to pop in when they're done. Thank you so much. Double tap the screen, not my sister. If you like what you see, you'd like to follow me, please subscribe. Ask questions if you're curious. I'm not a prude, just let's try not to be rude. And I appreciate all the support. Thank you. Okie doke. How long? 10 minutes? Alright, potatoes go in for 10 minutes. All right, Kenny, have a good walk. Or if you're still hanging out with us, glad to join you. Okay, everybody keep your eye on the count. I have had this. What in the world? I've had this pot holder forever. It was my mom's. You can see I kind of taped it up a little or glued it together. This thing is older than me. And that means old. Lots of wonderful meals have been put on that. Hey, the deal for real? Hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you? It's been a while. Thank you. Those are my Easter flowers. So pretty. They were all yellow. It's good to see you, man. We're just hanging out. I'm making din. Earlier, I went through my chocolate haul for Easter. I don't like chocolate very much, so that amount of chocolate will last me for like 3 months. Yeah, this has been a nice little stream. Everyone's so sweet and kind. I had to do some laundry this morning with Icky. So I just decided, it was like, you know what? Let's take yourself out of there. Let's put yourself into somewhere you like to be, which is creating. That's what I like to do. You're a chocoholic, huh? Yeah, I got one of those in my family. We have meetings all the time. We try to do like interventions, but they always just sneak off with some type of like snow cap or something. We're just like, I mean, if that's your choice, you know, we just want to take care of you. Chocolate's okay. I just, out of so many other desserts to have in dessert flavors, like chocolate for me is just like at the bottom. But I like it paired up with different things, like those little Cadbury eggs. Not bad when you get the little ones. The big ones are too much chocolate. Which... Everything in moderation, even moderation. I think I heard Rachel Ray say that once. And as much as she's annoying, I liked that saying. Excuse me. How do you feel about white chocolate? Is that chocolate or is it nonsense? White chocolate. Is it chocolate or is it not? White chocolate. There's no cocoa in it. So is it chocolate or it's not? Chocolate. White chocolate. White chocolate. Ooh. White chocolate. White chocolate. I don't know. Alright. Time to get these potatoes out. Alright, so they're not all the way cooked, but that's okay. They will be. Those are the potatoes. Now we're going to take my wad of meat and we're going to separate into little loaves. So every time I make meat loaves, one of them is a little bit bigger than the other. But that's okay. I think I did pretty good with these ones today. Let me flatten that one out a little. Yeah, if I flatten them out pretty consistently, flatten them out. Not bad. Pretty consistent with both of them. All right. Now, there is this barbecue chili sauce. I have a brush. I could brush over with them. But I need to get a new one because it's really kind of falling apart. There's a meatloaf cam. I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love. But I won't do crack. Alright, we're gonna put that barbecue on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. Barbecue, yes. What I like to do with my meatloaves, I like to put little marks in them. Sauce can get in there. Oh, yeah. We put half of the sauce on now. What's another meatloaf song? I would do anything for love. I would do... Hi, Sylvia. We're putting our sauce on our meatloaf. I would do anything for love. But I won't do that. But I won't do that. All right, we got meatloaves. We got potatoes. We're going to go back into the oven. Let's get flour come back on. Awesome. Awesome. We're going to start some dishes here in a second. We are moving and grooving, you guys. And we're going to pop these in for, what is it? Another 15 minutes. One thing that I've learned in my journey as being chef adjacent, I'm not really a chef, I'm a cook. There's a big difference between cooks and chefs. I can run my own kitchen and I can do all the things I need to do. I cannot be a chef and serve out, if you will, or delegate different positions to people. If you guys ever watch the show The Bear, that does not seem like something I want to be a part of. But as long as I've been learning my biggest takeaway, and I think one reason a lot of people, they don't cook, or they seem they don't have the time to cook, or cooking is annoying, or whatever, the dishes. Everybody likes to eat. No one wants to do dishes. Number one rule, you make food by yourself. You make food for others. As much as you can, clean as you go. Especially if you cook every single day, you use the same utensils every day, clean as you go. Clean as you go. I like to say, when my husband helps me in the kitchen, I'm just like, what does Kate have in her kitchen? There's no time. There's no time in my kitchen because there's always something to do. So that was something I learned the hard way. But it was a great learning experience for me. And it's very obvious and, well, duh. But when you get yourself into the kitchen in that position, like, you save yourself so much time. You save your time, effort, all of it. You guys ever have this? It's like Kool-Aid. I'm not usually a fan of it, but lately I've kind of kicked into it. So we're having spicy barbecue meatloaves, roasted potatoes basically, and then I'm steaming up some broccoli. I'm supposed to put it in the oven, but I've been preferring just steamed broccoli lately. Oh wow, you can smell that candle already. Woo! If you guys are new, that's a snickerdoodle candle. Never had a snickerdoodle candle before. It's really nice. I brought my pitcher back, you guys. My good old pitcher. This is the baby that I was... Here. She's so dirty. She's so dirty. But I used to put my phone inside there and live stream. Oh, the days. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so happy to have your company. I hope everyone has a blessed today, tomorrow. Not to be Truman Show, but sometimes you do this long enough, you just start saying things like that. I really appreciate all of the support, all of your kindness, your love, all the likes. If you haven't liked the screen yet, please double tap. If you like what you see, you'd like to follow me, subscribe. Also, check out my Instagram. I'm on Instagram at Kate's Plate Podcast. I'm on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why, but I still am. Letterbox. I have a Tumblr because I'm a Tumblr girl and I'll always be one. And if you want to get to know more about me or see some pictures of me, go to my Tumblr, to my About Me page. Also, if you're curious to see where this show started, my first podcasts are on my Tumblr. So that's a good place to check out my content too. So I appreciate everybody here. I think I'm going to go open the window up for my kitty. I shall be right back. Still bringing mosquitoes in. Sylvia, I appreciate your comments, love, but don't spam, okay? No spams. Spam! Spam! Earthquake! Just kidding. Whoop whoop. Toot toot. Thank you. Oh man, we need to tell more people that. For the views. So what kind of content would you want to see me do in the future? Because I'm always just like trying to come up with stuff and I always just get stuck. I used to have kind of like I used to kind of do like an outline of what I wanted to say on my podcast, but yeah. Sylvia, 1 minute. Can't be spamming, bruh. Or sis. I do appreciate the content. Thank you, though. I mean, like, everything helps. Likes help, subscribe. I even share it on my own Twitter. Just, like, it gets it up there. The more you interact with the video, the more it moves it to the front. Let's move it to the front. Move it to the front. We're moving to the front. We're moving to the front. Content creating. It is so much harder than it looks. I never really thought it looked easy. But it is an everyday thing. Day. Popping up to hear me say. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell this. I forgot to tell you guys, but we lost somebody in the family. We're still processing. It happened very sudden. We've had this member in our family since September. And it's really helped me through a lot. But last week, our automatic ice maker died. Just out of the blue. And we had cleaned it, and we were trying to take care of it and have maintenance with it and be better with this one than the last one we had, because that one just came to us wrong. It just was, I think it was just manufactured wrong. So we went ahead and got the same brand because we got like a discount on it. I'm just going to really miss the times I had ice. Like that one time I needed ice and I had it. That was a good time. And over the holidays, all the like little cocktails we were making with the ice. You know, all the pictures we took at the beach and when we took it out to the park, you know, I'm really glad we did that with the machine, because now what we know, her time was so fleeting. So it's been a very iceless place around here. It's an igloo maker. And just like a lot of ice in the world right now, it's just falling apart. But I believe my ice maker will be sent to the sky, and then maybe if she's lucky, she'll be reincarnated as a cell phone, maybe, or maybe some computer charger device. I don't think life just stops when your ice machine dies. I think you need to continue for the ice machine. But it's an everyday thing. So yeah, that was a little traumatic for us. Sylvia, I think you are the only one here. That's okay though. Oh, Gabby's here. Psst, Gabby, Cabrone. Psst, psst, psst. Hi. He's like, what's that big pile of trash doing in my chair? I want to sit in the chair. All right. Oh, okay. No. That did not work out. Well, that was funny. If you're anyone but me. All right, our meatloafs are about to come out. Gabby, say hi, baby. Gabbers. He does not like to be on camera. Here's my superstar. There's Lil. Aww. Okay, you guys. That was hysterical. Gabby's going in for a hug and Lil's like, nah. Catch this paw. Catch this paw. All right, let's take the meatloaf out. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. All right, so this is what we got. Ah, fudge. Got my meatloaves. We got our potatoes. Yum. So now what I'm going to do, I am pretty sure that they are good to go. But if you cook and give yourself food poisoning once, you probably don't want to do that again. So I have a little thermometer here. Let's see what we're looking for. Right on the money. And right on the money. Fantastic. Let's do a W in chat if you guys think that looks good. If you're a vegetarian, then I'm not sure. But fine and divine. Pumpkin. That's a good name. Pumpkin. Gabby is Gabby because we thought she was, we thought he was a she, but he's a he. But he's kind of a little mouthy guy in the mornings, at least. And so we were like, you know what? The name, if the shoe fits, wear it. All right. So now we're going to put on the rest of this dressing. This barbecue sauce over here. And then what are we going to do? Act a fool. Okay. So we're going to put it back on. And then we're going to put them back in for 3 minutes. And I got to be careful about these potatoes because they're on the edge of becoming potato chips. A 1, a 2, a 3. Oh, that's my alarm. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that, guys. It got just a little bit smoky in here and my thing had a fit. Oh, Sylvia, I'm sorry to hear that. Freedom's a good name. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I'm so happy to have your company. This is Kate Plate Live. This is a live podcast of different things I think, say, like, and do. If you think or like or say things as well, you're welcomed. Everyone's welcomed here. I don't know what you love, but let's talk about what I know. Thank you for joining me. I am currently making dinner. trying to keep my fire alarm. For some reason, it's not even that smoky in here. It's been way worse before. Trying to keep it at tow and hanging out with you guys. All right, so our meatloaf and our potatoes are done. Let's grab them. Booyah! Stick a fork in me, mama, because I'm done. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that meatloaf, Cam. I would do anything for dinner, but I won't do dishes. And potatoes. Potatoes are going to get a sour cream and chive glaze on top of them. Delicious. All right. So let me fan this out one more time. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to let these flowers get some sun. And we're going to move this sucker over here. What a fantastic journey it's been so far today. Okay, let's go back into the office. Dun, dun, dun. Back in the office mood. We're back. Well, that was a fun adventure. Everybody hear me okay? Cool. Whoops. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm so clumsy. It is 6:03 Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America. Do you know where your podcasters are? You sure do. You're listening to one of them right now. Thank you for joining me. I don't know, Sylvia. Probably like another 15 minutes. I gotta blow my nose. Give me one sec. The thing about when I live stream, everybody, all my numbers come in like 10 minutes before I go. And I'm already like, I'm leaving. But I'll be here for a little bit. Don't want to go on Twitter. Don't want to go on Instagram. Don't want to go on Facebook. No, no, no. So I'm going to make my own content. I'm going to make my own content. The world doesn't look great, but I'm Kate. I'm going to make my own content. I'm going to make my own content. I'm going to make my own content. World's not that great, but I'm still Kate. I'm going to make my own content. I'ma make my own content. Thank you so much. That's my song called I'm Gonna Make My Own Content by me, Kate. Da 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 ooh da 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 do do da 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 diddle 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 do diddle 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 do 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 do. Ba ba da 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 ba ba do 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 ba da da do do do. Oh, I forgot I moved the music. All right, I'll be back. 2 hours. I've been doing this for 2 hours. Time just flies when you live stream. It's nuts. It's just like the perception of time is just dilated. Or whatever that would mean. That would be a good reason why. Hello, I have returned. You light up my life. I've had a sore throat for a few days now. No other symptoms, nothing, you know. Like I said, I burnt the top of my mouth, but like, it shouldn't hurt so much. You light up my life. You light up my life. You light up my life. Light up my life. Oh. Afternoon live streaming with Kate. Thank you so much for being here. It is 6:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States of America. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. Let's all hang out at Kate's plate. Let's all hang out at Kate's plate. Please let me know if the singing annoys you. Just like most members of my family, they let me know, so. Excuse me. Don't tear my family apart. Don't. Please tear me.
Please charge now.
Oh no. Please tear my family apart. Oh man. My speaker is on its way.
Please charge now. Connected to VASKCOP0G68.
I was gonna say, it's not dead yet. You said to charge soon. Unless soon is like yesterday. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I think I'm gonna wrap up this plate here in a couple minutes. If you're watching this after it's live, please make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you have comments, things you'd like me to, like topics to discuss, stuff like that, just let me know. You never know. I still want to do some spotlights on some people's pages. I just gotta get myself into gear for that. I also would like that person to be around when I do it, so I might have to just collab. Well, I feel a lot better about things. It was just nice to be able to offer the world a substitute for a little bit. I would say the best place to check out more of my content would be my Instagram page. All my links are in my channel if you'd like to try to follow me there. Most of all, just because I put all my food pictures there and movie reviews, different things like that. Ba 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 ba. Bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum. All right, everyone. I'm gonna head out in about 2 minutes. So I want everyone to take a deep breath in through the nose, hold, and out through the mouth. And again through the nose, hold, and out. And one more time, deep breath in through the nose and out. It is a gift to be able to be here with you. And thank you so much for joining me. I will hope to stream sometime later this week. Possibly do a short. And always remember, if you have ever in a circumstance where you feel like you can't do anything, you can always do something with your hands. You can create for positivity, for goodness. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. This is going to wrap up another plate. All right, everybody take care, stay safe, and as always, party on.